Well, I just learned about it the last interview, and I think it's pretty cool, and it makes me interested to see what he's going to do, because I don't know anything about him other than this controversy, so it worked.
What
I
is the
mean,
controversy?
or
Is
backfired,
this
I'm not sure.
Is this
It's
just
just
like
the-
public opinion after the Beck thing? Is it just or is there more new,
I think it's been
controversial
years
things?
of maybe. It may have started with the Taylor Swift thing,
Oh, right.
and then it was the other thing, and then it was the other thing. There've been a couple things.
There's been a few things.
There's been some things, yeah.
But the cool thing about it, I think, is like when I was young, my favorite like rap and hip hop was Public Enemy. I loved Public Enemy, and all the punk rockers in Washington D.C. could really relate to Public Enemy because they were just like, you know, they would come down to Washington D.C. and play these outdoor gigs and bring their own security, like their own army, the S1Ws. So like if gunshots started going off, the cops were too scared to fucking get in there. So Public Enemy's fucking army would go in and figure shit out. We just thought that was so cool. Like, you know, the first couple Public Enemy records were. And to me, I don't know that much about Kanye's music, but right now, Kanye versus Glastonbury, to me is about as close to that old school like vibe as you're gonna get. Like I don't know who the dude is that started the petition, but I think every one of those votes in that petition is only fueling Kanye's fucking fire, and it could be the greatest show of all time. It could be a fucking disaster. It could be Altamont, you know? You want it to be Woodstock, but it should be like, "Ah!" you know? And that shit doesn't happen often. So it's exciting, man. Right? I think so.
Kanye's gonna be out there?
Yeah. I would like to know what that's like, what a Kanye concert is like. Like, you know, I know there's a lot of battling, conflicting feelings about him headlining. He may be great, you know? You never know.
Is Kanye really your neighbour?
He lives pretty close to me, strangely enough, yeah.
No, over here there's...
It's funny, actually. Can I tell that story?
Run into him at the 7-Eleven?
No. Okay, so
This is good.
where I live, I mountain bike. And it's in this neighborhood and outside of LA a little bit. And, you know, and it's a gated community, but there's a inlet to a park where the mountain biking is. It's me and Nate ride there, and I ride there every day almost. So right next to the inlet of the park is this big gnarly mansion where Kanye and his chick live, I guess. And I mean, I always ride by it, and there's like security outside, you know, security outside of a secured place. But I get it; he's a big deal. But before he bought the house, he was looking at it apparently, and this is what some real estate agent told me. He just stopped me on the street because I got to tell you the story. Like, what? And he goes, well, you know, Kanye lives in that house right before you go out to the park where I see you riding all the time. He says, yeah. And he goes, well, I'm showing him the house. And he looks around and he's like, is this place secure, you know? Can anybody get in and around it? And then right at that time, I fly down the hill into the neighborhood from the park. And Kanye's like, that guy, what's he doing in the neighborhood? Yeah, this isn't secure. You can get in, anybody can get in and out of here. He goes, oh, that's actually the drummer of the Foo Fighters. He lives in here. Oh, okay, cool. So he bought it. I don't think that's why he bought it, but
Don't sell yourself short. He's like,
of course.
I want to be neighbors with that guy. I want to hang out.
Neighbors with Taylor.
He's
Yeah,
playing
we
backgammon.
barbecue and play backgammon.